Hello. It is 12:15 in the morning. I know. I keep doing this. Um, I got a lot done today actually. And it's Monday. I've been um, planning on getting everything kind of set up for me to just be able to take my computer and go. And in the process, you notice behind me, or yeah, back there. um, I don't have the Legos there anymore. That's because I took all the Legos sets that I have, kind of disassembled them into pieces, put them in separate bags, and then uh, put them in the box that I have half empty. And they just about fit. I couldn't get the little vases to fit in there, but yeah, I fit everything else in there. And I probably could jam the vases in there somehow because there's a lot of extra air for the Ziploc bags. But, I got the Legos in there, which is great. So that's one less thing I have to worry about. I also took down, and I'll just say, I I wouldn't I didn't really think about how often I looked over while I'm in my room to look at the different what's it called, displays. So I had like 9 displays hanging throughout my room, and I got so used to looking at them as I'm doing stuff that it's like weird now to not see them on the wall at all. I took them all down, and I also peeled back the like magnetic surface that they were on. The wall didn't get damaged, which is great, so I'm really happy about that. Um, and yeah, it's like, whoa, this changed the whole room in a significant way. Uh, that plus, just not seeing all of the Legos. It's like, oh my gosh, they made such a difference. It's crazy. Um, so yeah, taking those down. I also went through and I had a bunch of cleaning supplies that I put down in the like group cleaning supplies area now. Um, yeah, I also kind of brought out, okay, it's like I have more tech I need to sort through. So I put it all on the counter and I'm working on sorting through that. But I'm really kind of getting down to the wire on like what's actually left. Um, which is great. Like, I have a drawer that has some markers that I can, like, I don't necessarily need to keep the dry erase markers. I can just leave them here. There's like 5 markers. It's like, whoa, watch out. Um, yeah, and there's like some like masking tape, but I don't know. It taking those down was a big step for me because it kind of signifies like I'm taking this seriously. Like I'm not hanging them back up. Like they are thoroughly taken down at this point. Um, and the Legos are all packed, so I'm not putting those back up. So I only have one cubby left of like stuff that I display. So like I have like an Overlord figure that I got that I showed you guys. I also have the Soundwave figure. It's a Transformer. and a couple of these little crocheted flowers. So, yeah, that's basically what's left. And then I do also have these unopened Row Life boxes that I never got to. And yeah, so now I'm thinking, okay, I've condensed down basically as much as I can that one box. Now it's time to work on condensing down the tech box to where it truly is like a valuable like tech box that has everything I actually like care about, no excess wires that are just bullshit. Really just like the tech wires, you know. Um so I'm thinking about like how I'm going to deal with that. I really am just going to have to take it apart again. It just sucks. But you know, each time I shave it down. And I think this time when I open it up, it's like, okay, what can I fit in here? Because that's all I'm taking. And that has to be all my tech. So I think what I'm going to do before I do that, I'm going to take everything on my computer, figure out what I want to be backed up, back it up on one of these external hard drives. And then the other is going to come with me. And so that'll be where I put the bulk of my recordings while I'm on my trip. And then I'll have my data that I care about on my computer. I'll have it on the cloud here via the NAS server. And then I'll also have it on an external hard drive. So 3 separate fault points where I'll have all the data that I care about. And obviously it's subjective. Like, you know, I have all of the novels that I've read over time. There's, you know, it's not a huge amount of data, but it's like, yeah, let's see. My novels. So like, there's like 100. Wow, there's like 100 gigs of novels that I have saved. That's actually kind of crazy. Oh, okay. It's 200 gigs? 204 gigs of novels. Now, just to be clear, like, that is quite a lot. A lot of it is probably, it's probably not the actual text files, because there's no way that it's that. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in here. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that's weird. I don't know why it's so big, actually. Here, let's do... I'm just curious, like, how big is this? Wow, okay, that's 3 gigs? Why is it 3 gigs? Oh, right, because... Well... Okay, because it's, like, EPUBs. I forgot, EPUBs are kind of big. Especially if there's a lot of pictures and whatnot. that makes more sense. Okay, well, anyway, sorry, I went on a little excursion there while you were there, while I was talking. Um, but yeah, so like I have basically one folder that has everything that I care about. And so I'm really just going to have to drag and drop everything. And the total size on this... okay. So it's 3 terabytes. However, there's a big however. Most of that... so, like, the finished edited recordings, 307 or 357 gigabytes. The non-finished recordings, 2 terabytes. So, like, most of that is recordings, which I will say, I definitely want to make sure I have a copy of that all, like, set up on... I'll probably just drag it onto this computer that I'm currently using. Just so I have 2 copies of everything. But I don't think I'm going to make 3 copies of it, just because the 3rd copy is technically on YouTube. So I think between having it on the computer, having it on the NAS, and then having it on the cloud, I think that'll be fine. So yeah. Anyway, my point is that it's kind of... if I had to say what the most important set of things I have is, it really is all the data I have on my computer. It's kind of like my entire set of stuff I've done and existed throughout my whole life. So, yeah, it just has all these, like, different documents and videos and pictures. You know, I have different, like, music that I like listening to. I have, like, copies of those because I like... so I listen to a lot of, like, music on my YouTube channel, the, like, private one. And yeah, it's just like, I thought about, well, what happens if one day I'm not able to go onto YouTube, or the videos get taken down or whatever. So I just got, like, copies of them, just the audio. And yeah, now I just have a little, like, playlist that I can listen to if, you know, internet goes down or whatever, right? So that's kind of like what I'm thinking, is just have it all kind of set up there. And then it's funny, my sister didn't even tell me that she got a computer, because she's been telling me for, like, the past few years, oh, I'm gonna get a computer sometime, a desktop, because I'd really like to have a desktop. And then she was like, yeah, I'll ask you about it when, you know, when it's getting close. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I can, like, try and help you, like, figure out, you know, what you're gonna want or whatever. And then she just, like, I don't know, she just probably spaced or whatever, but you know, she got it without me. And I'm like, oh, I thought you wanted help, but I guess, you know, she got a good deal and she just kind of wanted it, and she didn't want to, like, deal with, like, anything. It's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like, obviously she doesn't need my permission to live her life, right? So but yeah, so I was like, oh, I didn't know. Because I was, like, thinking, oh yeah, you could totally, I know you've been wanting a desktop, so you could, like, use my computer while you're waiting to, like, figure out what you're going to do with the desktop stuff. So, and then she was saying that her car is having issues, and I'm like, oh, well, you know, if you want to use my car, like, I'll be gone for several months. And she's like, no, 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 I don't want to do that. I'm like, okay, no problem. So I think she's still kind of in that phase of decidedly wanting to be independent, like hyper independent, where she's not really asking for help or whatever. Which, I've been there in the past. So I understand. um, she's gone through a lot of similar stuff that I've gone through. So I think it makes sense. So, but yeah, I just thinking about that. I'm gonna bring this mic. I have the lapel mic, and I have a. Oh, it's not in there. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere, but I have a mic that I think is good. Also, I did check the laptop mic is fine. Question mark. Uh, so I don't know. If worst comes to worst, I can always get a better mic at some point. But this mic is a bit too big, so I don't think I'm going to bring it along. I guess I could just pop it off, like unscrew this and then just hold it. But I don't know. Feels like it's not worth it, especially like I could just be like totally filming all my videos on the Insta360, and then at that point it's like, does it really matter if I have a less than ideal mic 1% of the time? I don't know, we'll see. So I'm just looking around. I also uploaded everything today. Yesterday I got some of it done, but I was super lazy yesterday, and so I got it all uploaded today. I do need to do a couple thumbnails. That's really the only thing left. But I kind of just got distracted by, again, playing backpack. The backpack battles, dude, is so good. And it's like, I don't know, I'm exploring different strats, and I'm starting to run into players that are actually good. Which, I'm not trying to be mean about the players I was running into before. Because, I mean, those players were they were fine, and I sometimes lost, but usually I could always just whatever run, even if I'm just YOLOing around, I could always win. But now people are having harder builds, and so I'm starting to see little metas. Because I thought I had this one build that I was like, well, this is incredible. I don't know how anyone beats this build. And then someone beat me because they had this boomerang build that countered my build. I'm like, fuck. I didn't even know that was a thing. So, yeah. It's just it's there's a lot of different ways to kind of build a really strong team. So it's cool. But sorry. I'm tired. Obvious. But I also just just a kind of side thing. I really do feel like I don't know, it's enough's enough. And I'm ramping towards this new reality that is kind of coming in. Something I'll just say, there was this 2-hour podcast I was listening to while I was playing the backpack battles, and they mentioned the like simulation thing of us all being in a simulation and not going to the light, and all of these remote viewers like did the remote viewing thing and was like, what the fuck is this? um and I was like, they have this free course to do it, to just learn remote viewing. And I'm like, that sounds cool. So I'm going to go do that. And I'm like, oh, there's this like paid, it's like $15. And they have like a mapped out, they have like all these like things you can do. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. So I don't know. I'm just going to test it out. I got it all printed out. They have like little print-offs. You can't see it because it's kind of really light. But yeah, I'm gonna try it tomorrow and see what happens. But so there's that. I also wanted to contact the lady I talked to and saw, and do another session with her. That'd be cool. I don't know. I've been thinking about kind of where things are headed and what, just like what my plans are and what I'm gonna do. And I've been thinking about that for a while. I keep bringing it up, but I don't know. This upcoming month is going to be really crazy for me. I think in a good way. It's like crazy in a positive way. And I'm not sure. I think it's really becoming more real that all this is happening. As I've kind of speculated, taking down the posters, putting away the Legos, and kind of like making the room more bare. It's like, yeah, this is happening. And tomorrow I'm gonna do the whiteboard for the last whiteboard in this place, and that's saying something. I'll put up July, have all of the July stuff written down. There's actually a lot going on that I have plans for. Like, this first week in July, I'm dropping off the stuff with my sister. I'm also going to see... Wow, I've done so good at not doxing people's names, and I just totally was just like, said a name. So, yeah, anyway, had to cut that. But yeah, so I'm going on the weekend to see, or Thursday or Friday, to go see a movie with my buddy. And yeah, that's like the first weekend. July 15th, I have the Reiki appointment. I'm going to have a haircut appointment towards the end of the month. I do know now that last week, I'm going to have to do the haircut before that last week, because I'm going to be going to Virginia. So, yeah. Okay. I also, I wanted to go see the other lady the tarot reader again before I go. I also have to get the suit done on the 10th or around the 10th. So it's like, yeah, it's going to be really packed. And that's just the stuff that, like, I know is going to happen. I don't know. There's going to be other stuff. So I don't know what that other stuff's going to look like. But yeah, it's going to be crazy. So I guess buckle in for that. And I'm going to have to find someone who wants this desk, the L desk I'm using. I guess the chair too. You know, I mean, it's a decent chair. So, although, you know, the sides have been worn, but it's a pretty good chair. So, so yeah, I guess chair, desk, and bed are the three things that I need to figure out what to do with. The beanbag, I'm probably just gonna leave it here because they always wanted a second one. So why not just leave it here and give them a second one? Because we got one from Costco and then they just never sold them again. And I was like, oh, that sucks. Wish we got a second. And then I got a second online. Because at the time I was like, oh yeah, if I'm gonna do like VR chat and stuff, I'm gonna want a place to sit that's not my bed. Or this like chair. I guess I technically could have sat in the chair, but I don't know. So, and then I just never used the beanbag chair, like, almost ever. So, yeah. Oh, man. I guess the only things left, I need to fix the door, is really, like, that's the only, like, major repair thing that I need to do. I don't know how I'm going to do that, though, because the door's kind of fucked. Like, the way that the door... Well, first of all, it was already kind of fucked when I got it, but it kind of worked. They cut out a hole that was too big, and then when they put the plate on, the plate screws didn't, like, it just stripped the wood, and because it was too close to the edges that they cut, and so it was just fucked. So I always had problems with the door. So I don't know. I'll just have to. Maybe I can just get a guy to come over. I'm sure there are like repair guys that can come over and do it. Just put like a new block of wood, like glue in a new block of wood and then carve it out or something to make it work. So maybe they have some sort of putty or I don't know. Guess the only other thing is figuring out clothes-wise if I can get some like really quality like clothing. I don't know. We'll see. Like the travel clothing I was talking about, to where I don't feel weird or gross about using a shirt for 2 days. You know, assuming that I'm taking a shower every day. Having a shirt that I can wear 2 or 3 times without it retaining any moisture or odors or whatever would be great. So, yeah. Not that I don't want to have multiple shirts, but, you know, carrying 7 shirts seems like a lot. If I can shave it down to like 3 or 4 pairs of shirts, or 3 or 4 shirts, that would be great. I don't know. It's a lot. But I got time. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a lot of time, but, getting rid of the computer stuff and, like, really cleaning out the room, that's like 90% of what I really needed to do. The other kind of 10% is the research and the, mapping out, like, what I'm actually going to, what I'm not going to. So, yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to go. Have a good night. I will be doing my walk tomorrow, so, I'm excited for that. I kind of want to go back to I don't know. I want to do a different trail, so we'll see. Because part of the thing is, like, I don't necessarily know if I want to do something completely new with the way my knee and, like, back of my knee is kind of creaky and kind of weird. Which means, it's like I was going to go today and do it. I just was super fucking lazy and I just didn't do it. So I'll do it tomorrow. But, yeah, honestly, I got a lot done today. So it's like, I should pat myself on the back and say, for a rest day, I did a fuckload of stuff. So it was good. So I had a good day. Yeah, I'm remembering from the video. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go. Have a good night. Bye.